How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be explaining how to make stubs in the current market that we are in MLB The Show 19. There was just recently a stub sale, as well as a lot of these cards are inflated on the market because of that. So I wanted to quickly say that I'm going to start this video at 140,000 stubs, 141,000 stubs to be exact. I did start it by selling Pete Alonso, the Home Run Derby card, as I started up this video. But that was just a card that I was able to win through the Moments Extreme and able to get stubs that way. And I do recommend playing that. It does give you 50K stubs, at least a minimum of 65K stubs if you're able to complete the entire thing with all of the packs included. And just wanted to quickly talk a little bit about playing the marketplace at this current time. We see a lot of the silver cards are kind of inflated in price in terms of the buy now because of the current event that's going on right now. Only silver players can be used, silver hitters to be exact. So the pitchers aren't necessarily inflated in price as much, but just something to keep in mind as well in this video. So some of these prices may fluctuate, may change as I'm doing this, but I noticed that you're able to exchange these cards. You need about 379 overalls and 178 overall. And if you do the math, if you buy some of these cards, 379 overalls at 180 stubs, let's say 200 stubs, that'll make it 600 stubs overall, around there, or slightly under that. So then if you go ahead and buy 178 overall player for about 130 to 150 stubs, if you're lucky through a buy order, then you will be spending about 700 stubs, 750 stubs on one of those exchange packs from silver to exchange, silver to exchange for a gold card. And you can quick sell that gold for minimum 1,000 if you get lucky and pull a card that potentially could go diamond here towards the end of the season. Then you might be able to earn yourself 5,000 stubs when that upgrade happens. But I don't really like to play the marketplace like that. I try to make stubs, and just by going through my inventory, cards that I've already had. Obviously, I put in a couple orders through this video, but I wanted to focus on some of the cards that I was just going to go ahead and go through my inventory. If you did play Moments Extreme, then you will get a bunch of packs through that. If you played this event, then you'll get the packs through the vouchers and stuff like that as well. I think that there are a variety of ways to make stubs in this year's game, and I just quickly wanted to go over this market tip, as well as keep in mind that some of these cards, you can also just flip them. Once you exchange some of these, you can just sell the card that you're exchanging. If you're exchanging bronzes to silvers, just sell the silver card if you pull somebody that's going for 800 stubs, something like that. You have to play it by ear. You don't want to just exchange them. You want to check the price tag of the cards that you are exchanging, as well as this can help you complete some of the collections as we move later on in the year. With Battle Royale rewards giving 9-win diamonds, you are able to unlock diamonds easier, and that's going to cause the live series price to drop down. This is a screenshot I wanted to quickly show you guys. I wanted to get closest to 100% as possible. Didn't want to waste too many exchange points and go over the 18,000 mark. It does take 379s and a 78. I'm going to quickly show you guys that some of the orders I put up did complete throughout this video as well. So I did exchange some of those cards, and we'll see how many stubs I'm able to make through going through just even like half of my inventory just through this video. So I think that this is pretty cool. I know that there are a lot of tips and tricks on how to make stubs in this game. I know that playing the event, just selling those signature cards is a great way. Just grinding the game out, they give you a lot of stubs. Once again, Moments Extreme gives you a ton of rewards and other variety of ways to earn stubs as well through packs, and playing the conquest maps have given us a good amount of packs and stuff. Just trying to build up a no money spent team, or if you spend a little bit of money on stubs, just trying to have a budget team, stuff like that. I was able to get Willie Mays without really putting a lot of money into the game. So far, buying this game in general, I spent $100 on the $100 version, and then I put an extra $40 to $50 into stubs throughout the year. With the stub sale going on, that was a great opportunity to buy stubs. If you did, then and you're saving up for a player, go ahead and go through your inventory. You might be able to get a better player, or you might be able to flip some of the signature series cards that are on the market right now. But we are going to go ahead and see what we can get through these exchange packs. If you get someone like Yuli Gurriel, who has a Player of the Month card recently, who has been getting upgrades, I didn't know what his price was going for. I don't really live religiously on this market, but at the same time, there are opportunities to make stubs just hanging out. If you're just doing something on your computer, doing something, just messing with this game, playing the market, put some orders up before you go to bed, and then try to flip them when you wake up or something like that, then that's a great way. I can quick sell a lot of these diamonds that I have in my inventory that I've locked in. I'm not going to do that because this next event is going to be live series cards. We might see those cards fluctuate in price as well a little bit for this next event that's coming up on September 13th or 14th, whenever they do drop it. And this current event that's going on with silver cards and signature pitchers for the most part will end on the 13th. So I think that it's a great opportunity to kind of prepare for that. If you want to buy a couple of the lower end live series diamonds and hope that they kind of go up in price a little bit with this next event coming out, then go ahead and do so. But for the most part, I'm just going to be exchanging bronzes to silvers and silvers to golds, trying to flip stubs that way, and kind of just going through my inventory. I mean, through completing some of these programs and completing these missions, they give you a ton of packs. So I recently had a lot of rewards and opened a lot of packs. So I wanted to kind of go through my binder. It's been a little bit since I've done that. I don't necessarily go through that all the time, but I think it's important to check some of the prices on the gold cards once again. We saw Yasmani Grandal was a pretty good one to get. If you get that out of an exchange, then you just put them up on the market. You can also lock these cards in and then quick sell them afterward for the collection. That's a great way to complete these. I have some live series diamonds that I'm keeping. The only one I would really use in ranked seasons would be Trout. But other than that, at this point in the year, with the way that the game cycle is right now, there really isn't any live series cards that I'm going to be using on my ranked team right now. At the same time, I think that plays a factor in how often some of these cards are flipped. I think that you can also sell to these bat skins. I mean, I have a lot of stubs just sitting here at these bat skins. I think each one of them is 1,000. I can go ahead and quick sell them or put them up on the market if I haven't locked them in for whatever reason. But or some of them are non-sellable that you get throughout the programs and stuff like that. But I think that the way the market's going, it's kind of a dead market at this point. The cards are not going to be selling as quickly as they were earlier in the season, obviously, as less people are playing the game. But there's still a good amount of people playing this game. There's still a large player base, so the market will be moving. It's just if you're not willing to put a lot of time into the market, like myself, you just kind of want to just occasionally go through your binder, flip some of these cards, make 20K stubs here or there, maybe 30K, depending on what you're selling. It will definitely help you build up your team, maybe pick up a budget player that you need on your bench, maybe pick up a budget bullpen guy. And if you haven't been playing the game as often, there is a great way to earn stubs this way by just buying cards off the market. I would probably start out with about 20,000 stubs when you're doing this and just try to put buy orders up for those silvers. They're also a great opportunity to put buy orders up for bronze cards. I noticed that a lot of the bronze cards don't even have a buy order on them, and I'll go through that as an example as well. But in terms of just going through the binder, I'm going to go through all of these, including stadiums and everything, just quick sell everything. Everything adds up. 1,000 for each one of these, I guess, home run celebrations. I don't really use those on my creative player, and I don't really play Road to the Show. So I quick sell all the sponsorships. I quick sell all these home run celebrations, and they give you a good amount of stubs for that. So through exchanging some of these gold cards, and so far I think we've made, about 10K stubs in 8 minutes, 10 minutes or so, and I still have a lot more cards and things I can exchange. I'm not going to be going through them all in this video. I just wanted to quickly show you guys what I have and what some of you guys might have that you might not even know about, and just through opening up free packs, random battle royale packs. You know, if you don't go flawless and you do a redraft or something like that, you get a free pack there. All the silvers and all the commons and bronzes add up. If you get some of those from the Twitch drop packs, those will also add up. Even minor league stadiums, 10 stubs a piece. If you have like 50 of those, they're going to add up. 500 stubs here, 1,000 stubs here. That's going to add up to a signature series player. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of quickly go over some of this stuff. I'm going to also be showing you guys some of the inventory that I have. I still have plenty of players to exchange that I don't need, that I'm never going to use. But I also wanted to go over some of the players that I bought in this one, like Dustin Pedroia, a couple of the guys that did get the orders sold. I also wanted to keep in mind that I had an event team going. I didn't want to sell anybody. I don't think you can sell anybody or exchange anyone that's on your event team. But keep that in mind if you haven't built your team yet. You want to use some of these players for that event and unlock some of those cards. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. I mean, I'll take a look at the market during this video and take a look at what some of those cards from the most recent events for locking in those vouchers are going for. But I know there's another 100,000 stubs. I mean, you can build a pretty good team in this year's game for roughly 200K stubs, and you could probably get 200K stubs in this year's game in a matter of a couple months. Like if you just got the game right now, you can easily get a pretty good team before the next year's game comes out, even before December, I would say. If you play the game a good amount, every day for a little bit, or just grind the market like this before you go to sleep or something like that, I definitely think you can make a lot of stubs. I saw some signature cards with like a 7,000 or 8,000 stub gap where the tax made sense to purchase those cards and flip them. But at the same time, it's going to take a while to flip some of those cards. You might get outbid a little bit. You might have to watch the market more carefully. But as we see here, I mean, just by selling some of the stuff that I have made about 10K stubs with these gold cards as well. If you count the Pete Alonso at the beginning, I mean, I started this video with 131,000 or right around there, and then selling that card after tax, I got about 10K stubs. So a lot of math is involved, definitely, but if you're able to make at least like 250, 300 stubs per exchange and have a chance of making a little bit more than that, I think it's definitely worth it, especially if it just takes you like 10 minutes to put in all the orders. You just wait, or you go to sleep, you wake up, and there you have all those cards. You just exchange them, and boom, you've made 3,000 stubs here and there. Doing that for a little bit of time, you're going to be able to get some of these signature cards. But here's a good option. It takes about 6 or 7 74 overall players. I believe it's 6. So if you buy these cards at 25 stubs a piece, which is the minimum buy order on the market, you are going to be able to make stubs. I mean, here I would have lost a couple, but if I exchange this card with another couple 79s, then I'm not really going to lose a lot of stubs that way. And it's going to take a lot more time to just go ahead and sell the cards individually, if that makes sense. I'm looking to just get the gold cards through the exchange and quick sell those for 1,000 or put them up on the market for 1,500, stuff like that. So I think that these filters are definitely important. If you go take a look at just 74 overalls in general, you see a lot of them going for 25 to 30 stubs. Some of them even have a buy now price for what right there, 35 stubs. I'm gonna go ahead and just buy that one anyway. I'm gonna put it up for 24. It says that your price cannot be lower than 25, so 25 is the lowest. And I've done this a handful of times throughout the year. Probably made about 40,000 stubs from doing this throughout the season and helping myself out this way. With the stub sale, if I would have done this when the event first dropped, probably would have made a little bit more stubs that way, but that's not the case. We don't always have the time to do that. I wanted to get this video out there to try and help you guys as much as possible. I think that exchanging these cards for the program stars is also really good. I mean, it's very cheap. I just wanted to give you guys another example of where you would use these cards. At the same time, doing this is also going to unlock you a lot of stubs and rewards this way. You're going to get some of those cards back, or some of the stubs back that you buy these cards and exchange them throughout the program, if not more. So I'm about 5 stars away from another reward and getting closer to that Signature Series pack at 600 stars. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys can make a few thousand stubs. Maybe you have 20K in your binder that you didn't even know about. But until next time, guys, I'm College Lefty, and peace out.